So let's talk about one item in your dishwasher that you may not realize that you have that's really important. So let's talk about the rinse aid cup. So if you unscrew this and you pull it out, there is a dial inside here, and it goes from 1 to 4. Depending on the model that you have, it may go higher. It may only go 1 to 3, I don't know, depends on, I guess, the maker. Mine is a Frigidaire Gallery, so it goes from 1 to 4. 1 is the lowest setting. Usually when you get your dishwasher from the factory, it goes higher. They do normally make the rinse aids blue or green, and the reason is because when you load this cup, it makes it so you can see through the window. And you want to try not to overfill it, but you definitely want to try, and it holds quite a bit. And I just go kind of slow and see when it finally stops to trickle. You have hard water. And one more small squirt. I'm not sure how much more it's going to take. If you buy a small bottle, the smallest bottle they make, your dishwasher pretty much fits all that in. And your booklet that comes with your dishwasher will tell you exactly how much it holds. And we're going to give that a little bit of a bounce. So that's about as much as it's going to hold. I'm going to grab a paper towel so we can wipe this up. Okay, I grabbed a flashlight. Do you see the numbers in there? The dial is not quite on the 1. I'm going to turn that to about 1.5. But mine actually goes to 4. So hopefully you can see that. These are really, really, really important. It helps the heating element in your dishwasher to work more effectively. It also just helps the calcium stains and deposits that will deposit onto your dishes. If you've ever noticed spots or calcium rings, like little white spots on your dishes, that is calcium buildup from hard water. And the nice part about the rinse aid is, like I said, they do make it different colors, so when you look through the window, and I think it's just really hard to tell on camera, but you can see the color in there as far as how much to add and when it's full. And right now, what you're seeing is green. You only see green when you look at this window right now. And that's because all the rinse aid is in there and it's full. Here's the full line. It actually says full. And I don't know how well you can see that. So right now that window just looks green. Earlier there was absolutely no color. It was just see-through and you could see all the way in there. Really important for the use of your dishwasher, if you have hard water, to go ahead and continue using one of the rinse aids. It looks like this. It is over near the dishwashing liquids and all of that. This is not a sponsored video, and I'm not saying one is better than the other. This bottle was good for 80 loads, and I don't know that I necessarily care for one over the other. This happened to be the one that I picked up last time. So it is really, really important to use them. It actually helps the efficiency of your dishwasher. It also helps keep your dishwasher clean, and like around the heating element and things like that. If you notice right here, if you look at yours, it'll start to get really white, and that'll be calcium buildup. You don't want a lot of calcium buildup to build up in your dishwasher, and it'll just make it harder and harder on the heating element, which will end up clogging the jets on the water as it tries to spray. This will start to, you'll actually find that this and then the one on the top will actually get clogged and plugged because there's a tiny one up there that spins. And then there's one down here. You may not have the one on the top that spins like me. My dishwasher does top rack wash only or whole, the whole dishwasher. So I can put it on top rack wash. I love that from the standpoint that there's two of us and it just makes it really handy. So on my dishwasher, here's top rack. You could do a heavy wash if everything's really dirty, normal. You could do a rinse only, which I almost just did because the dishes that are in here came out of the cabinet. I'm spring cleaning my cabinet, and everything toward the top shelves that we don't use often were a little dusty. So I put the wine glasses and things like that in here. So I almost did a rinse only, but then I decided no, I was going to go ahead and do a light wash. There's a sanitize if things were heavily soiled, really dirty, and if I make like fried chicken and things like that, anytime I have any type of thing that will cause salmonella, I always use my sanitize. You could do a high temp wash or just an air dry. Of course, you can hit delay start. If you're new to using a dishwasher, and I had someone tell me my delay start doesn't work. Well, she kept hitting delay start, and then she hit the start button. And then she's like, it wouldn't delay. Well, you only have to hit this button to choose 2, 4, or 6. But you don't hit the start button. You just hit delay start, and that's it. So what she was doing was delay start, but she was canceling that out by hitting the start button. So if you want delay start, on my machine, you only hit the delay for either 2, 4, or 6 hours. So in this case, like I would hit, say I want 8, then I would just hit it 3 times. And then it would set to normal wash. If I want rinse only or an air dry, I would select that. And then in 8 hours, this would automatically start. I don't want that because I'm going to start this here in just a few minutes here in my home. But that is what you would do there. When I wash the outside of mine, I use my Norwex cloths, and I can do a video on that. But rinse aids are really, really important to use on your dishwasher. If you haven't used a rinse aid, you might want to consider it. It will help with your efficiency, especially if you have hard water. I hope this helps. And I have my little magnet, which I need to wipe this down. So if everything's in here dirty, we can flip it to dirty. So my family knows, go ahead and keep throwing dirty dishes in it. When I go to hit start, and I will go ahead and flip it to clean, everything gets done. And then Ed knows to either help me undo it or not. So I got this on Amazon. I thought it was cute. So just to make it kind of easy on the family. I can't stand this anymore, so let's wipe it down. Not sure what that was. What I like about my Norwex cloths too, cleaning the outside of this, that it doesn't leave an icky film, so you don't have to worry about fingerprints or any of that. So, and I have the cloth here, but honestly I don't have to dry it. I kept one of my rags is wet. I did a video on these Norwex cloths. So that's it, guys. I'm going to jump off here. Use your rinse aids. It really works well. It helps your machine. It helps your dishes come out if you're having trouble with spots on your dishes, if you're having trouble with calcium buildup, if the inside of your dishwasher is starting to look really dirty. It does help clean your machine even just on regular wash cycles. I'll do another video. I rinse everything before I put it in the dishwasher. I know there's people who put a lot of food on their plates straight into the dishwasher. We'll do another video on that later. I'm going to jump off here. I just wanted to talk about rinse aids, and evidently not everybody realizes that you should, and that there is actually a thing to put that in, because she actually looked at me and said her dishwasher didn't have that, and it really did. She did not know that she should have and had a place to put a rinse aid in her dishwasher. She just never realized it. So I'm going to jump off here, guys. I hope this helps you. Have a great day. Hit like, hit subscribe.